If you're not big on the looks of your exhaust and you'd rather have more functional benefits for your 2004 or newer 4.0 liter 4Runner, this MBRP Armor Pro high clearance turn down catback exhaust system will be right up your alley. Now getting right into sound, this will be a 3 out of 5 on the loudness meter, with 1 being completely stock and 5 being Wake the Neighbors loud, making this a great middle ground for the 4Runner owner looking for a mild increase in sound while getting some more throaty tones out of the 4.0 liter. In addition to the benefit of sound, you'll also be gaining some clearance with this exhaust system thanks to the turn down style tip, which will help the occasional or avid off-roader with their departure angles. This system will feature MBRP's street profile sound, which, like I mentioned before, will offer that mild volume increase while maintaining a very comfortable atmosphere inside the cab area for those longer highway drives. Now that's thanks to the straight through style muffler and increased flow, which will also help when it comes to some small performance gains. And not to mention the performance that you're getting with the tucked design, making sure that this is out of the way to minimize any damage to your exhaust when taking your 4Runner off-road. The Armor Pro series from MBRP will offer the best durability out of their lineup with the full 304 stainless steel build, which will be able to hold up in extreme conditions, resist any rusting, and keep that new look for years to come. This will also be 2.5 inches in diameter and mandrel bent for smooth and direct airflow compared to the factory. The system will come with everything that you need for a bolt-on, no-weld install, including all the clamps and factory-style hangers, making this very straightforward. This system will come in at about $600, which will be right in the middle compared to others in the category. Now, I think what is most notable here is that this is going to be simple when it comes to the design, but not lacking in durability or quality when doing so. Now again, I think if you really don't care about the look of your exhaust, you just want a good sounding system that you can count on to last, then this is going to be a great pick. Install again will be bolt on and pretty simple at a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about 45 minutes to get the job done. Now at this point, we can head over to the shop and check out a detailed breakdown of the install process and what it looks like step by step. So that's gonna wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Tools required for this install include an impact gun, an air gun, an exhaust hanger remover, a couple different size extensions, 14 and 15 millimeter sockets, and a swivel adapter. What's up guys? Today we're installing an exhaust on our 4Runner, so let's get started. So our first step is to unbolt our tailpipe from our muffler pipe. We have 2 14 millimeter bolts on that flange that we need to remove, and then 1 hanger on our tailpipe to completely remove it. Now this one might be a little bit hard to see, but we're gonna have to go over our track bar and take our 14 millimeter socket to remove our bolts. Next, we can come about a foot behind the end of our tailpipe, and we have 1 hanger right up here. It's gonna be a little hard to see, but we'll get our exhaust hanger remover and pop that out of our isolator. Now with our tailpipe free, we can wiggle it out of the way. Next, we can start working on our muffler pipe. Now we have 2 hangers towards the front by our flange that we can pop out first. So we'll grab an exhaust hanger tool to pop those isolators off. And next we can grab the one on the front side of our muffler. And then we can throw that back on to our rod. Next, we can come up to our flange and remove these 2 14 millimeter spring bolts. So we'll grab a 14 millimeter socket to pop these out. Now we can come back behind the muffler and remove our 2 last hangers. Now it's going to be a good idea to grab a buddy to go back to the flange to hold that, because once we remove these 2 hangers, the whole piece is going to fall. So we'll grab our exhaust hanger remover tool, pop these out. And now with our hangers removed, we can remove our muffler pipe. So our first step is to get our front pipe installed. Now we're gonna put our 2 rods into our rubber isolators, and then we can put the bolts back into our flange. So we can get this into our front isolator first, and then raise it up into the back. And then connect our flange. Next, we can reinstall our spring bolts, but first we're gonna pull the spring off of the bolt and install our 2 included washers on each bolt. Slide our spring back on, and then we can thread that into place. And then we'll do that same thing for our other one. And then we can take our 14mm socket to tighten those down. Next, we can install our muffler. So we'll slide a clamp over the edge there. Slide our muffler into place. And then we can get the clamp in position and tighten that down with a 15mm socket. Next, we can install our over axle pipe. So we're gonna get another one of our clamps on our muffler outlet. And then we can slide our pipe up into place and put it through our 2 rubber isolators. Now once we have everything in place, we can slide our clamp into place and tighten that down with a 15mm socket. Now lastly, we can install our tailpipe. So we'll take the last of our clamps and slide that over the edge. And then we're gonna slide our rod into our hanger first. This might be a little hard to see. And then we'll get our tailpipe into our over axle pipe. And now we can come back and tighten our clamp with a 15mm socket. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the MBRP Pro Series high clearance turn down catback exhaust for your 2004 and newer 4-liter 4Runner. Thank you for watching, and for all things 4Runner, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.